Thank you for choosing our story. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to check out other stories on our channel. From princes and princesses to fairies and detective tales, each story is packed with beautiful lessons about friendship, family, and morals. Now, let's dive into today's exciting story, The Good Boy, A True Friend. Written by Mukhtar Ahmed, this story is a treasure trove of valuable lessons. All rights reserved. The Good Boy, A True Friend. By Mukhtar Ahmed. Wajid's school had closed for the summer holidays. He began insisting that his mother take him to his aunt's house in Hyderabad to spend the vacation. Eventually, his mother, compelled by his persistence, spoke to his father and shared Wajid's wish. His father replied that he had important work at the office and it would be difficult for him to get time off. Wajid's mother understood her husband's situation, but when she explained it to Wajid, he didn't budge. He became upset. That day, he neither ate lunch nor left his room. In fact, he had stopped speaking to his mother since morning. Seeing this made her very sad. She was also disappointed that Wajid didn't understand his father's difficulties. Wajid was their only child, and both parents pampered him a lot. As a result, he had started thinking that he was very important. This made him stubborn and a little self centered. He should have appreciated his parents' love, listened to them, shared in their joys, studied diligently, and helped his mother with household chores, but he did none of that. He would only do his schoolwork when his mother repeatedly asked. He refused to help at home. After finishing homework, he would spend all his time playing or watching cartoons. He often threw tantrums to get what he wanted. If his mother asked him to do something, he would either ignore her or flat out refuse. That night, when his mother told his father about Wajid's stubbornness, his father said, Wajid is still a child. He doesn't understand our responsibilities. Maybe all his friends are visiting relatives during the holidays. That could be why he wants to go too. So, what should we do? Wajid's mother asked, surprised. His aunt doesn't live far. Karachi and Hyderabad are just a few hours apart. Tomorrow is Sunday. We can reach Hyderabad in 2 to 2.5 hours by car. You'll get to see your sister, too. But he wants to stay there for a few days, she added. We'll drop him off there and return the same evening. It'll be good for him to spend a week or so with his cousins, said his father. But my heart will be stuck there, his mother said, a bit worried. Then why don't you stay with him? His father suggested. So that you fall ill eating hotel food? Haven't you seen how bad the food quality is in hotels? The water is even worse. So many stomach illnesses come from dirty water. I'm not staying. Wajid is 12 now, by the grace of God. He can stay for a few days. When Wajid found out that his parents had agreed to drop him at his aunt's house, he became very happy. He ended his sulking and began preparing excitedly for the trip. The next day, they all traveled from Karachi to Hyderabad. Wajid enjoyed the journey immensely. Sitting in the back seat, he watched the scenery outside with excitement. His aunt was his mother's older sister. She had two children, Fahim and Nadia. Fahim was Wajid's age, and Nadia was younger. Both were thrilled to see Wajid and his parents. While the adults chatted, the three children began playing. As they played, Fahim suddenly said, Wajid, I'll be right back, and walked toward the door. Wajid followed. Fahim went to his mother, who was taking out meat and other ingredients from the fridge to prepare lunch. Mom, since we have guests, do you need anything from the market? He asked. No, Son, we have everything at home, she replied sweetly. Okay, can I help you with anything? If I need anything, I'll call you, she smiled. You go and play with Wajid. He's here after a long time. Wajid was lost in thought. Fahim's mother didn't even ask for help, yet he offered. Fahim really takes care of his mom. And I don't even listen when my mother asks for help, he thought regretfully. Earlier, when they had arrived, Fahim's mother had been mopping the veranda floor. She had stopped to welcome the guests. Fahim noticed that only part of the floor was cleaned, so he grabbed the wiper and finished it quickly. Wajid was surprised again. At home, he often threw wrappers and chip bags on the floor. He would walk in with muddy shoes. His mother cleaned up after him, and he never helped. He began feeling ashamed. Later, Fahim invited Wajid to play a video game. As they passed the drawing room, Fahim's father was getting ready to leave with Wajid's father. We'll be back by lunch, he said, smiling at the boys. Will you take the car? Fahim asked. No, it's nearby. We'll walk, his father replied. Fahim went to his room and brought two umbrellas, one for each of the men. It's very sunny. You shouldn't go out without these. Nadia also brought two bottles of cold water. Papa, take these. It's really hot. You might get dehydrated. Their father lovingly patted their heads and left with Wajid's father. Wajid thought, I've never even offered my father an umbrella, not even during rain. These kids truly care for their parents. Shame crept onto his face. Later, while playing a racing game, Wajid noticed Fahim polishing both his and his father's shoes. I polish our shoes every day, Fahim said casually. My mom polishes mine and my dad's, Wajid admitted, dodging a corner in the game. Fahim explained, Mom does so much for us. She works all day. Nadia and I help wherever we can. Even when she washes clothes, we help. I carry the tub, Nadia hangs the clothes. Who irons them? Wajid asked. Mom does. She says we are too young. Nadia helps arrange the clothes in the closet. By then, Fahim had finished polishing and went to put the shoes away. Soon, Nadia announced lunch. Everyone sat down to eat. The mothers had prepared a feast: mutton biryani, kebabs, korma, lentils, and for dessert, kheer and fruit custard. Just as they started, the doorbell rang. Fahim's father moved to get up, but Fahim said, Papa, enjoy your meal. I'll get it. He walked off quickly. Whenever the bell rings at home, it's either mom or dad who answers. I just sit there, Wajid thought, regretfully. It was the newspaper man. Wajid's mother gave him the money, and Wajid handed it over. The food was delicious. Nadia said, Mom, Auntie, you two are amazing cooks. The mothers smiled, clearly pleased. Wajid realized he had never once praised his mother's cooking. He always complained. After lunch, the children enjoyed their favorite drinks. Fahim and Nadia cleared the table. Wajid watched in awe. Isn't this mom's job? He wondered. They even washed and dried the dishes. When their mother tried to help, Nadia politely refused. Fahim's mother said, They help me so much every day that everything gets done on time. I don't feel tired anymore. I constantly pray for their well being. Wajid felt ashamed. I've never helped my parents. They do everything for me. Later, Fahim's mother said, Kids, lie down for a bit. You can play more in the evening. In the room, Vajid said, I'm so glad I came here. I've learned so much from you. When I go home, I'll help my parents too. Fahim replied, we can never repay our parents for all they do, but we can study hard and help them. That makes them happy and proud. Their prayers are everything. Nadia and I follow a timetable, it makes life easier. Vajid was truly impressed. In the evening, when he saw his mother in the drawing room, he ran to her and said, Mom, I'll go back with you. I'm not staying anymore. Why? Did you fight with Fahim? She asked. Fahim is the best boy in the world and my true friend. I realized my mistakes. From now on, I'll help you. I'll never complain about your cooking and I'll study hard. His mother stared at him in disbelief, then hugged him tightly. Pinch me, I must be dreaming. It's not right to pinch my mom. Vajid laughed. You're not dreaming. I came here a naughty boy, but I'm going back a good one. As they prepared to leave, Nadia said, Brother Vajid, stay a few more days. Auntie and uncle can pick you later. Fahim added, Yes. We'll go to Cold Road. The water's nice, and we'll catch tiny fish. I wish I could, but I won't enjoy anything without mom and dad. Maybe next time we'll all come together, Vajid said. Vajid's father looked at his mother in surprise. She smiled and said softly, Our Vajid has become a good boy now. When it was time to leave, Vajid ran ahead, opened the car door, and said respectfully, Mom, please have a seat. His mother smiled and got into the car.